Hi everybody, my name is Mark Runsky and I'm a technology integrator here at the Delavan Darien School District. And I'm going to give you a little tour today with how to use the web tool called Lucid Chart. Now you can go to lucidchart.com and sign up. However, what that's going to do, it's going to give you a free version of their tool, but their free version is limited as to what it has available. Ms. Parker is going to provide for you an email address that if you use that, or I'm sorry, she's going to provide for you a web link that if you click on that link, this page will come up right away. And you can see here it says Join Delavan Darien School District on Lucid Chart. Lucid Chart is very friendly to schools and students and teachers, and what they've done is they've given our district 2,000 free professional accounts to give to each of you guys so that you can use the pro version of their tool at zero cost to the district. So please make sure you use that link that Ms. Parker gives you. And then on the right-hand side of the page where it says create a new Lucid Chart account, I want you to go down here and click sign up with Google. Okay, and so I click there. Now I've already signed up, so a few of these things here I'm not going to be able to quite show you. Okay, I choose which account I want to sign in with. You won't have that option on your Chromebook. Now, you can see here I've been playing with Lucid Chart for a while, and I have all these different examples of tools that I've done here. What you're probably going to see when you first log into Lucid Chart is you're going to see a little box that says, do you give Google and Lucid Chart permission to talk to each other? You want to click the little blue Allow button in the right-hand corner of that box. Then your Lucid Chart will load, and most likely what will be the first thing to appear is going to be a box where it's going to say welcome, get started, and there's going to be 5 different screens where it's going to show you 5 basic ways to use Lucid Chart and how it functions. Why don't you hit pause on this video, watch those 5 screens, get a hang of it, what they're talking about, and when you're done, come on back to the video and hit play again, and I'll pick up with what I want to show you. Okay, now that you've watched and you have a basic idea as to how to use Lucid Chart, let's talk about how we're going to use this tool in your English class. For this assessment, what Ms. Parker is asking you to do is to create a grocery store based off of the ideal grocery store based off of all the different readings you've done in your class. Now, most likely, what you're seeing is going to be nothing down here, but you're going to see the plus document right here. And so we're going to click on Add a New Document, and it's going to take a minute to load. Okay, and this is not actually the screen that I was hoping would load, but we're going to make it work for us. Actually, I am going to go back. I'm going to close this out. Okay, ignore what I just did there. See where it says plus document right here? If we click on the little arrow next to it going down, you can see that there are all sorts of templates here on the right hand side. What I'd like you to do is to go over to categories and click on floor plan. You have 3 options of floor plans to choose from. I'd like you to choose blank floor plan and click, and it will open up a floor plan for us to play with. Okay, gives you a blank grid here. At the very top are your standard tools, which includes a text box. And so what we can do is just click on the T, drag over. It gives us a little box that we can type your name in or hello or whatever you would like, okay, in a text box. It also will just give you a block that you can drop in, of which a text box will appear in the middle, and you can now type hello in the box. Or you can go here and have a sticky note as well. And if you want to put a little note of like something you have to finish up later on as you're working on this. But we're not going to use those things right now, so I'm going to go and delete each of these by clicking on them and hitting the delete button, and they're all gone. Because we're doing a floor plan, what we have on the left-hand side here are different walls and rooms and doors and windows and stairs and desks Okay, tables, cabinets, toilets and beds and all sorts of different pieces of furniture and whatnot. And we're going to create a floor plan for this grocery store using these tools on the left-hand side. Now, how we're going to start is just by grabbing a room. And so I'm just going to grab this square 10 by 10 foot room and drop it onto the grid. Now, a 10 by 10 foot room, that's kind of boring. Okay, it's also kind of small for being a grocery store. But by grabbing the corners down here, let me get a different grip here. I can, if I get the right grip with my cursor and mouse, I can go and pull this out and create a very large grocery store, however I'd like. I also can click on one wall of the grocery store and pull and expand it out. And you can see here, as I do this, how the walls are now growing along the way. I'm going to go up here to this point and start pulling this down to give me more of a triangular grocery store. Okay, so I have one wall that's 61 feet by 71 feet and 56 feet. If I go to print this out, you can see that it's going to run over 2 pages right here, which is fine for what we're doing. So now that we have our outer wall of our store, we now can start putting stuff inside of our store. So let's say, for instance, if it's a grocery store, we want to have a door. And so I can take this door and I can just go and drop it right onto the wall, and it will create a door for me. In this case, the door is going to open into the store. I can go and drag this to the other side, and now the door will open onto the sidewalk. I can also make this door be wider, a 9-foot door, be rather large, okay, or maybe a 2-foot 9-inch door along the way. And I can, here's a window right here, so I can now come up here and drop a window next to the door, drag it out and down, and then I can bring another door here and put a door on each side of the window if I'd like. Okay, pretty easy with the drag and drop. Now in terms of decorating the inside of your store, because this is really designed to do a house floor plan, you're not going to see like freezers and different things like that per se that you would need in a grocery store. So we're going to have to be a little creative here. So let's say that we want to go, and I'm going to take this, this is actually a desk, but I'm going to take this desk and I'm going to drop it here in the corner. It's kind of a corner desk. And I can then grab the sides and I can extend this out in different ways to make it look not really like a desk, but like a big corner piece of furniture. I then can go up here and grab a text box and drag the text box over here. And I can then click on the box and center it a little bit. And by double clicking the word text, I can then change it to bakery. Okay, now I can click on the box here and I can then go and color the bakery the color yellow. And then I can go in here and grab a square desk and put it right here as well. And let's say this is additional bakery for sale. So I'm going to color it the same color. And you can then go and pull and drag these things around to create your ideal grocery store based on your readings. Now we have these little walls up here, so I'm going to take a little 10-foot wall, and then I'm going to take another 10-foot wall, and I'm going to drag this one up here. Okay, and notice as I drag them that the Lucid chart will automatically connect them up. This one's a little short. Let's see if we get that going over here. There we go. And I can now go down here to the toilets, the restrooms, and I can put a toilet in here as well as a corner sink. But that corner sink is turned the wrong way. So I'm going to go here and see if I can get this to flip. There we go. I turn it around and then drag it and put it actually in the corner of the bathroom. That bathroom doesn't do me any good if I can't get to it. So I'm going to come over here and then put a doorway. And I'm going to open that door into the bathroom. So that's how you can design a bathroom or put a room of some sort into your grocery store. Okay. What else do I want to show you on here? I'd like to show you that you can share these documents. You do need to name it first. So I'm going to call this Mark's Grocery Store. Give it a name first. You can see the name pops up. This looks a lot like Google Docs, so you guys should be able to work with it quite well. I want to share it with a person, so I'm going to share it with Miss Parker. Parker at ddschools.org. Here is my assignment. And you can see here that you can give them editing and sharing rights, or can just edit or comment and view, just like a Google Doc. So we're going to I'm going to let Miss Parker edit it. I must have spelled assignment wrong. There we go. And I click share. And you can see down here now that Miss Parker, pending the invitation, can now edit this document once she accepts that invite. And so that this way you can work collaboratively, just like a Google Doc, on this. Now I will say I've not done a lot of experience with multiple people on a Lucid chart at the same time. You should be able to both be on here at the same time, but keep in mind if you start clicking and dropping and dragging stuff left and right, if you go too fast and the program can't keep up going from multiple computers, you may end up creating a little bit of chaos in your document. So make sure you work at an appropriate speed so that the program can keep up and you're able to see what your partner's working on, and vice versa as well. If we go up here to File, we're also able to download it right here. So if you need to print something out, you also can export it to your Google Drive. So you can go here and export it straight to your drive. We also can click on Google Drive Preferences, which I believe here will allow you to unlink your account if you ever want. And notice here that when we gave Google permission before, what we're doing here at the Google Drive is we're automatically syncing our diagrams to Google Drive. So you should be able to go into your Google Drive and access all of your Lucid charts as well as being able to unlink it right up here. So kind of a cool feature in that it'll always be in your drive and you can actually access the document that way as well, or download it as a PDF. Hopefully that's everything that you need. If you have any questions, you can send me an email, mgrunske, Grunske, at ddschools.org, and I will get back to you with some help. Or you can let Miss Parker know, and I'll try to stop down to your class and help you out personally. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your project.